Hi, my name is Cheryl Starr. My Cree name is Ahasukamik. My Nuu-chah-nulth name is Quistania. I am registered to DT First Nation in BC. However, I did grow up in Saskatoon, and I'm originally from Starr First Nation. What drew me to the project was actually I have a cousin who was missing, and she was found murdered, and her name is Crystal. And sadly, I wasn't close to her and her family, so I didn't know all that much about her. And her death still had a big impact on me, and not only hers, but also all the missing Indigenous First Nation women, and that's a very real fear that I carry. So in some respects, to volunteer here was to honor the memory of late Crystal. It was a very, very healing project, or healing thing for me to do. I kind of sound selfish saying that, but I didn't originally do that or participate in helping set up. It was mostly to support the women who were doing all the planning, and I happened to be able to come and help with installation in the first 2 days, and then be present for the third day as well as for the opening ceremony. And there's a lot of prayer and ceremony around what we did. That's something I do in my own life, so it was so calming and so healing to see that being done on behalf of our missing and murdered sisters. So on the opening ceremony day, it was a Friday, end of the week, and we opened with a pipe ceremony and family members talking about their experiences. And after, when it was done, I didn't realize how much emotion I had been carrying in me, and just you could feel the presence of something. For me, I know it's those spirits that have gone on. Some of them, we don't know where they are yet. Some of them we do. In my cousin's case, we do know where she was found. We do know what happened to her. Her murderer was convicted. And so, but feeling the calmness and, just knowing that there was something bigger than just these moccasin vamps on the floor. It was more than that. And just the ceremony that went around it to honor and to really open the space up to honor the women, I should say. It was really moving, and the emotion that I talk about, it came up when we were starting to say goodbye to one another as we closed our circle, and just crying and feeling that emotion come from off my shoulders. And I'm not exaggerating when I say I truly feel like something was lifted off my shoulders. And being able to hear from the keepers, the artist and the national collective who was here, those members, and being able to thank them for bringing this to our community, and showing us, this is what 1,808 looks like. It's amazing, and it's overpowering. At the same time, though, it is empowering, because you can see what people came together to do, and it's absolutely amazing. And being able to thank Christy personally and saying how much she helped me in my healing that I didn't even know was in my healing. And I'd have to say that the fear that I walk around in the community with, becoming that missing or murdered woman, it truly was lifted. And I feel more at peace, especially with my cousin's death. And I just really encourage everybody and in my life, in my circle of people, you know, it's getting my office involved, Advocate for Children and Youth for Saskatchewan, you know, getting those people out in my office, getting them to come, letting them know what a real issue is, not only in my life, but in the First Nation community, but also going around to my mostly white neighborhood and asking my neighbors, you know, can you come? Inviting them to come with me, you know, because we're so closed off with everyone, you know, and I think once you talk with someone who's been affected, you know, it really humanizes what's going on, and it's not just a story you hear in the news. So for me, that's what this has meant, and I'm so honored and I feel so privileged that I was able to have this opportunity, not only to help with the setup, but, you know, just being around this community of women, you know, and meeting some of the men who are firekeepers, and how amazing that process has been. And, you know, just people that I normally wouldn't come across in my path, you know, and really, you know, I let Christy know, you know, this is one moment in my life, but I was able to tell her that it has been such a profound moment for me, and thank you, Christy, for giving this to me and to bring this into our community.